Happy Monday. So welcome to my new digs. Just kidding. I am here meeting with the Market Authority team for our team retreat. So if you've been following this channel for a little while, you might know that we've got a couple of people behind the scenes who really help me service the agents that we coach in Market Authority, create the content that you see and enjoy here, and also put on my live free trainings, which I'm actually going to share some details about one coming up soon. But we have a really exciting business planning retreat this week that we are at. So my background looks a little different. That's because we have an awesome place where we're staying to do this, and it's really exciting. But just to share, that's why the background looks a little different. And also just to share, we do business planning too. And if you didn't know, it's business planning season. So I've got a lot of new videos coming about that as well. That's not what today's video is about yet, right? Today I wanted to kind of answer a question that I've gotten a lot of times recently from newer agents in the Market Authority community. And I want to actually answer a question that was submitted into our free Facebook community, which, by the way, the links for that are below if you're not a part of that. When you join that free community, we always ask, hey, what's one thing that you're struggling with in your business? And a question that I get from time to time is, all right, well, I'm licensed as a new agent and I've picked my brokerage. Now what? So if you are a newer agent and you're wondering how to get your business up and running and what you should expect, I wanted to share just a few quick thoughts off the top of my head on what you should expect and kind of some key things that are going to set you apart in such a way so that you will be successful quickly. I think that if I'm looking back on my own experience, it was so overwhelming as a new agent, and I was so unprepared for the reality of what it was going to be like to start a real estate business. When I got into the business, it was back in 2014, 2015. My husband and I, boyfriend at the time, had quit our 9-to-5s and we had started real estate full time. And we had a sense of what we wanted to accomplish that year, but I don't think I had any understanding or expectation of what it was really going to be like, because I had no experience in real estate and neither did he. All we knew was that we wanted to build a business that would allow us to enjoy more freedom and flexibility in our lives and be able to earn the income that we desired. That first year, we had a big goal of hitting 6 figures. Now, we did hit that goal in that first year, which was really exciting, and we've grown ever since. But there's a couple of things that really helped set us apart from that to make that possible, and that's what I want to share with you today. The first thing that I think was really important for us to understand was we actually immediately sought mentorship. So when you do your classes in real estate, they are doing absolutely nothing to prepare you for actually being a real estate agent. You can expect your education in real estate to start the moment you hang your license with the broker. And one thing that was really, really shocking to me was there was no ramp up period. So most brokerages and teams don't have the resources to help you kickstart your business, or they just don't care. And a lot of times, even today, I'll talk to new agents who get into the business after getting really strong advice from a friend who's already licensed. Maybe it's somebody who they have a great relationship with, who say, oh man, you have so many great skills. You would make a great real estate agent. Go get your license. I'll help you get started. And what they find is most people in real estate don't actually know what they're doing. Even the ones who want to share that they're top producers and sharing all their wins on social media, getting on the leaderboards of their brokerages, even a lot of them are really building their business by luck. And the more seasoned agents who have really solid businesses, who've been in the business for like 20 to 30 years, they don't remember what they did to get started. Or the things that they did do don't work today. And so the best thing that we did as new agents was we sought mentorship, and we interviewed several brokerages and chose the one that we would have the most direct line of support with our broker, who really mentored us and helped us kind of get our sea legs underneath us. Now, we weren't really given any leads, we weren't given any opportunities, we weren't given like a business to start, but what he did was help us understand what was normal and what wasn't. And he helped us navigate our first transactions, which was really important. Now, this came at a cost, right? This came at a split to our commission. And so you should be aware that any kind of support, coaching, or mentorship that you seek out is going to be an investment from you at one point or another, whether you're paying for that upfront, like paying for a coaching program like Market Authority, or whether they're taking a percentage of your commission at closing on top of whatever your other broker fees might be. In most cases, this is well worth it. One of the most expensive, challenging things that you can do for your business is not get support, try to do it on your own, and spin your wheels for 6 months with nothing to show for it. I promise you that is a lot more costly, a lot more expensive than trying to do it the right way and getting the right support that you need. Now, the next thing that we did, that's number one. The next thing that we did was we had a plan. So one of the very first things that we did about a month or two into our business was we put together a business plan. And at the time, it felt kind of vague because we still didn't really know what to expect. But we had an understanding of what we wanted to accomplish. And by creating a business plan, we were able to really put some pieces in place for how we were going to generate leads, where that business was going to come from, where we were going to find our clients, and how our days needed to be structured so that we were doing the right things. That was one of the benefits of going full-time right away. So I know some agents like to kind of toe the branch a bit, see if it'll hold their weight, go part-time, and then go full-time when they feel like it's safety and secure, they feel those good vibes. We didn't do that. We dove right in, and I think that that's a big reason why we immediately had closings. Like, we had our first closing within almost 30 days of being licensed. We had closings just about every month that first year. And I think that that was huge in giving us the confidence to really go all in on our business, and that really set the tone. But just having a plan for how you're going to do it, even if you are going to be part-time, is going to be really, really important as well. So like I said, we're going to be walking you through some videos, some strategies in future videos coming up on how to create a business plan. But I actually am also teaching a live workshop virtually available to all real estate agents next week. That's going to be Wednesday, September 28th. Totally free to join. Check that out if you need a plan for the end of 2022 and going into 2023 on how to create a business model in real estate that's actually going to generate leads on demand and help you attract the people you want to work with predictability and consistency. It's basically everything that I wish that I knew getting into the business as a new agent, and it's the culmination of the last 9 years of developing our business model that we still run and grow today here with our business, our real estate team. Now, the last thing that we did was we treated our real estate business like a business every day. So there was no like rolling out of bed at 9:30 every day, getting on the computer when we felt like it. Maybe there's a little bit of that at first because we were coming off of a couple of years in corporate finance and we were ready for a little bit of a break. But for the most part, 80% of the time, we were dressed up in business cash, walking out the door by 8 a.m. every single day, Monday through Friday. On the weekends, we were doing open houses. During the week, we were going to networking events. We were going to classes. We were going to broker opens and open houses and previewing homes. We had a packed schedule every single day, even when we didn't have clients at first. And this was huge because it allowed us to create a lot of social media content. So we very early on went all in on social media. That's why it's such an important part of our business today and so much of what I teach. But it allowed us to have a lot of content and share kind of the story and the journey that we were on to creating this new business as new agents. We were very transparent with our database, with our friends and family and past colleagues and coworkers. We were very clear with them that we were going into real estate full time, and we shared that journey on social media. And literally just having a schedule, number one, gave us something to share. Number two, we learned so much and we made such incredible connections The networking was incredible. That's how we got our first listing, just by going to a networking event. We got our first listing like 2 or 3 months into the business, and that was awesome. And we were learning something constantly. We were really putting ourselves out there so that we were having conversations, understanding how people spoke and talked about real estate, all that good stuff. During those first couple of years, we did open houses almost every single weekend, every opportunity we had. And it was never a huge lead driver for our business per se. It was a different market back then. But the most important thing it did was it put us in a position to have conversations with the public constantly about real estate. So we got really comfortable really fast speaking like a real estate agent. And I think that that's another thing where a lot of new agents are afraid to put themselves out there because they're afraid of saying the wrong thing, or they're just afraid of not knowing what to say in general. But the sooner you can put yourself in a position to have conversations, even if you don't know what you're necessarily talking about yet, that's the fastest way to feel comfortable in those kinds of situations. And so that's what I would say. Number one, seek out mentorship and support. You're going to save yourself, in my opinion, tens of thousands of dollars. You're going to save yourself tens of thousands of hours, and you're going to save yourself a lot of heartache. So as soon as you possibly can, seek out mentorship and support, whether that looks like the Market Authority Academy or something offered in your brokerage or joining a team. Don't go it alone. Don't just see if you've got what it takes. There's literally no reason to do that. And honestly, it's an ego move more than anything. The second thing you can do is have a plan. Join our free class next week. I'll give you mine. And the third thing that you can do is treat it like a business. Suit up every day. You don't have to do the blazer. You don't have to, feel corporate or stuffy. Feel yourself, but make sure you've got a schedule every day and follow that schedule. Get yourself out there and have as many conversations as you can, especially in those early days. Hope that helps. That's what I would do as a new agent. And going back, I think if I could go back again, I would get even better mentorship than we had the first time, because having somebody to talk to is one thing, but having like an actual plan, like a proprietary system to follow, is another. And that's what we offer in Market Authority Academy, and that's why I created it. It's everything that I wish that I had. So that would be the only thing that I would change, but I hope that this perspective is helpful for you. We're still out there selling almost a decade into it, and we love our business, love our lives. It's been the best thing that we did for ourselves, but it was a lot more challenging than I would have expected. And so I'm thinking of you. If you're on that path, let me know how I can support you. Leave a comment on this video and I'm happy to help. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great week.